Szu-Moy, and if you are joining us for the first time, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter streaming. And if you haven't gone over to my YouTube channel, please do subscribe and hit the bell to get all the latest content as soon as it is uploaded. We are chatting with real people doing real things extraordinarily. And this week we are ending it with healthy. I mean, I have a little bit of white wine here, but we're ending it healthy with Teresita Diaz-Cuevas de Costa. Welcome, my beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cheers. Cheers. So can you cheers? Yeah, she's got an empty glass because she's about to do something really cool. So give us a little bit of background on yourself so that folks can get acquainted with you, and then you're going to show us something really cool.
Sure. So hello and welcome everyone to this fun session. Mm-hmm. And it's an honor. Thank you so much, my sweet friend, for inviting me to participate. And of course, for me, it's always fun to share my passion. So I was born and raised in Puerto Rico. And that's why I have a little accent. And I after college, I married a military. So that's why I ended up in the United States and Germany, and had 3 children, and always been very interested in traveling because that really opened my horizon. And I'm grateful for that. And I right now living in San Antonio since 1993. I remarried a chef, and so I am in love with food, but I'm also in love with the Ayurveda science. And that put me there through my yoga practice, mainly Ashtanga yoga, and my skincare. I'm also an esthetician. I went to the Ayurveda Institute, and so those were the really aspects of how I ended up being even more passionate about Me Living Green. And that's how, I founded Me Living Green, because I wanted to share my passion, my knowledge, and my experience. Then I went to Puerto Rico, where they have the Ann Wigmore Natural Health Institute, where I got the certification for the living food. And that has been very impactful in my life. I'm not a vegan, okay? I eat everything, but I focus myself, because of knowledge and experience, in plant-based. I called the power food those foods that are going to be extremely antioxidant and anti-inflammatory, in order to continue with eating a good piece of fried chicken. You know what I mean? So if we keep that balance, that's key in order to stay healthy. I'm going to be 60 years old in July. We have to share. So right now, you guys, I have some cilantro, fresh cilantro, washed. Remember, you always have to wash cilantro because it has sand and residue. So you wash your cilantro, you keep it in the refrigerator or in a cup of water covered. If you're going to keep it in the refrigerator without water, then you put some paper towel, and that will last you for a long time. So I put the cilantro, pineapple, fresh pineapple, and please do not throw away the pineapple peel, because that also is fantastic, because you put it to a fast boil. You can add some clove, anise star, and then it's such a nice water to drink. I love it. So right now I'm going to do the pineapple, filter water, and cilantro, and a little bit of ice just to make it very refreshing. Oh, what's happening? Oh, here we go. No, here we go.
And she's dancing for us. Woot, woot, woot. I love it.
Okay. And now we have some pineapple, cilantro, water.
Amazing.
Uh,
I love both of them.
And of course, you can always add vodka or tequila if you want.
Or some sparkling, some champagne.
Yes,
Mm.
absolutely. Cheers, my friends.
Cheers. Cheers to the weekend. Yes. So tell us what's in the properties, why is this pineapple cilantro drink good for you?
Cilantro is extremely antioxidant. It takes the toxics away. And the pineapple with the bromelain is extremely anti-inflammatory.
Okay.
So those properties are fantastic. And, we are constantly fighting oxidation, right? Our surroundings, what we eat, even what we think. So in order to counterbalance that, I always focus on, when I go grocery shopping, of course, I'm always looking for plant-based. Normally, my focus is the produce department. When I go eat out, if I order, something fried, for example, some spring rolls. We went to Thailand, of course, they have fried food. So what do I do in order to counterbalance the fried foods? Then I order greens on the side. So when I do that, I know that, and then I'm doing more an alkalinizing diet in order to maintain a high level of health, your immune system high, and it makes you feel good because you know that you're indulging, on fried foods, but also you're intaking plant-based that's going to alkalinize what you're eating.
Awesome. Love it. Love all of it. So tell us about your holistic and wellness practices. So what things do you incorporate besides the food? Because we can see the food and the drinks and stuff like that. What other things do you incorporate day to day?
Okay. So the most important thing for me is breathing. It's the first thing we do when we are born. And it's the last thing we do when we leave this earth. So only that can give you an idea how powerful breathing is. So when I wake up, I do my breathing exercises, meditation, and then it creates lots of oxygen in your blood. The breathing, when you are going through a very difficult time, for example, I see people hyperventilate or people that they hardly breathe. So I'm like, hey, let's breathe. So that's one thing that I always incorporate in my wellness seminars, because I do wellness seminars. So that's the number one thing that I teach people how to do it. And I do the uyahi breathing. That is, you do it with the back of your throat, and it's like you make a sound. It's like a mantra. For me, it's a mantra because, and it actually, when I go to bed, also I start my I'm sorry, uyahi breathing, because it also helps me to
Calm down.
soothe my
Nice.
exactly, and to focus. So if I need to focus to go to bed, breathing. If I need to focus to clear my mind at work, breathing. If I need to calm down, breathing. You see what I'm saying? So breathing is the most important thing. So once I wake up, I do my breathing techniques, I do my meditation, I continue with my tea. I don't do coffee because of my mind and body combination, dosha, which is pitta, which is fire and water. So my fire tends to be higher when it's not balanced. So I need to bring it down. So I do chamomile, for example, something with no caffeine that is going to calm me down. And then I do papaya with lime. You know, I do plant-based in the mornings, and I do it progressively. I might start with some papaya is my favorite, my number one favorite. And then I do apples, blueberries, mangoes, oranges. I mean, you name it. And then ginger also. I do lots of ginger tea, but little, because since I'm pitta, ginger can be a little bit too strong for our nature. And then after that, then I might have some coconut yogurt, which I love. HEB has a one. And then I do blueberries. Blueberries, you know, I eat blueberries like crazy because I love them. Because they're superpower. It's a superpower food, blueberries. And then I continue with lunch. I never, ever skip a meal. Never. Not because we're in the restaurant industry, not because I'm spoiled, but how important it is to maintain your metabolism going. Okay? So yes, it's good to take a couple of hours for how you do it, how you call it when you fasting. Fasting is good. Fasting is good. But normally,
not for me.
Exactly. Nature of my stomach, I tend to digest really fast because that's my nature. So I try to, continue with little, healthy snacks. I do lots of nuts, walnuts. I do, what else that is, chia seeds. What else I do that it's always on my menu? Flax seeds.
Flax seeds. So do you also do menu planning for folks then?
I'm sorry, what?
So do you also do menu planning for folks? No.
It depends.
Okay.
If I get a new recipe, yes, I'm gonna try that recipe and I'm gonna go grocery shopping for that recipe. But I normally I focus more on the greens, spinach, broccoli, and I hardly plan a menu because I'm kind of boring in that aspect when I cook at home. I kind of stay always the same plant base. So I normally don't do menu planning because it's just I focus on salads, I focus on the grains, and I focus on the seeds, fruits, and all those things. And then my yoga, my yoga practice, the exercise. But most important is the combination of Ayurveda, the Ayurveda principles in my lifestyle. Is basically what it's a Ayurveda lifestyle.
So when you're so you talked about a wellness seminar that you do. So when do you do those? That's number one. And then what can folks expect when they sign up to go to a wellness seminar with you?
Okay, so my next wellness seminar is going to be for Earth Day, which is coming April 22nd. Yay! And then normally I do 3 hours
Okay.
of Ayurveda principles, breathing techniques, meditation, a little bit of yoga, how to do juicing. People think that juicing is so easy, and then they start with the beets and the carrots. Hold a moment, that's too much sugar. Okay, so you need to learn that juicing is good, but first it's missing the fiber. So take it easy on the juicing. Is good, but make sure that you are juicing more greens with less sugar. Even I use green apple because of the sugar content is less. And so that's normally what I do on my wellness seminars that that incorporates the Ayurveda principles, lifestyle that you can do on a daily basis. I teach also how to do the dry skin brush, which is absolutely fantastic for detoxify, because you do the lymphatic drainage with your dry skin brush. So I teach how to do with the diagram on where to start and where to finish, how much, that it should not be with the full stomach, but an empty stomach, preferably after exercising. So, it has certain things that are going to be key in order to really go to the next level and get the full benefits.
That's some great information. Fantastic. So also, can't wait for Earth Day. So that's going to be fun. But you were just in Asia. And so tell us, were there any things different about how they put green into their lives comparing to us here in the US?
I love Thailand, and specific, so much that we are planning on retiring there, okay? Because I liked how much they care about their bodies. They use lots of fresh ingredients, very simple sauces, not like the French, heaviness, none of that in Thailand. And then they are very, it's a shame for them to lose control. Imagine, there are no Karens in Thailand, no Karens. If you don't even hear nobody screaming to each other or on the roads, none of that. So I love that, the peacefulness that they live with and the respect. I also loved we went to do the massages, the acupressure. They were fantastic. I've never ever experienced, and I'm in the industry, I've never experienced such an amazing massages. I mean, and then I cut my hair there, and just the shampoo, it was 15 minutes, and you're not sitting, no, you're laying on a bed and being massaged. I mean, it blew my mind. It blew my mind. So that's why we love Thailand, and we're ready to go back, because the quality of life, it seems like much higher, is very affordable. Also, very affordable. So it's like wow factors.
That's how we were.
I love it.
We did the same thing, and we had to go back a second time to make sure that we loved it as much as we did the first time, and we did. It was amazing, and there's so much to it. So I'm so glad that you were able to come on and chat with me for a little bit and give us a little bit of insight about living green and what you're doing with your holistic practices. And so if folks want a wellness, your wellness or holistic services, how do they get in touch with you?
I have a Facebook page. It's called Me Living Green. And that's where I post the upcoming seminars. I can always do a one-on-one. That is no problem. And then I also post good recipes because I always make sure that about the ingredients, because I really, I don't like anything processed. So the less processed, the better. So going back to basics is what I'm trying to do here. The same with perfumes. I learned at the Aveda Institute how ineffective are the perfumes, actually, because if you take a shower, why do you have to, spray yourself with something that is so synthetic instead of going to an essential oil and mix your own and do something that it's going to enhance, not deteriorate, because perfumes are hormone disruptives. So we have to be careful with the fragrances. So I teach that too. I go to houses and I said, I'm unplugging this because it's no bueno. You need a plant here to purify your room. So, let me see your refrigerator. No bueno. Let me see your pantry. Oh, yes, good, but no, not this. So, I do that as well a lot.
So, it sounds like a whole house cleansing. I like it.
Yeah. So because our homes should be a sanctuary as well as our bodies. Our body is a temple and our homes are sanctuaries. It's where we can find the peace. We can, ground. We can do the grounding and all that good stuff.
Awesome. So we will make sure to get all of your information about your Facebook page afterwards on the feed so that folks can get in touch with you. And definitely we want to know about the Earth Day seminar that you're doing coming up on April 22nd, because that's super exciting. I definitely want to make sure that I can get into that. But thank you so much for coming. And like I love to do with all of my guests, I like to do a just for fun speed round. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, what's your favorite flower?
Roses, the roses.
Yes, so aromatic. I love roses. Best protein source for vegetarians?
For me, the one that I really enjoy is, plant-based. It's amazing. Have you seen a gorilla eating meat? No, it's just right. So my favorite is the avocado, I will have to say.
Oh, all right. Okay, would you rather be hiking outside or rowing on a lake?
Hiking. I like hiking.
Me too. I like both, but I definitely like hiking a lot because it's so accessible. It's easy. You can do that anywhere, anytime. All right. So if we can do one thing right now for us to live more green, what would it be?
More plant-based.
Okay, so eating plant-based.
More plant-based. This is my intake. 80% plant-based, 20% animal protein. That's my balance. So in order to be healthier, put less toxins in your body and more antioxidants and anti-inflammatory, and you'll be fine.
Fabulous. Well, thank you, Teresita. I appreciate it. Cheers.
Thank you so
much. Thank you so much. For everybody else out there, we'll see you next week. Cheers.
Okay. Ciao.
Ciao.